Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We know with the carbon tax that 40% of that will be purely wealth distribution. We know that the carbon tax will increase costs to Alberta households. We know it will cost 3 times more to run and administer Energy Efficiency Alberta than the total amount being put aside for communities affected by the rapid phase-out of coal. What we don't know is what it will do for the environment. To the Minister of Finance, by what amount will your carbon tax reduce both emissions and energy consumption?
I'll jump up and say I know that the reduction in emissions by 2020, 35 megatons is the forecast of the amount it will reduce the size of emissions. That's not the second part of your answer, and I'm going to turn it over to the Environment Minister to answer that in future questions.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. According to U of C economist Trevor Tombe, in 2018-19, combined with output-based rebates, the total tax revenue will only have 3% return to small business, 10% return to household rebates, which will not cover the household's additional expenditures, 30% for green infrastructure and energy initiatives, it says. We don't know yet the administration cost of the new tax. How many jobs, to the Finance Minister, will your carbon tax cause Albertans to lose? And in comparison, how many can you actually say will be created? And when will you release an analysis of how you arrived at your numbers?
Minister of the Environment.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. On the matter of energy efficiency, we'll take that first. There are a couple of different ways that one can deliver energy efficiency programming. I'm not surprised that the previous government has no idea how that works, because they did not do it, and we're the only people in Canada to fail in that regard, Mr. Speaker. So we have chosen to deliver these programs through a Crown agency. We could do it through a utility, but we don't have a Crown utility, Mr. Speaker, so we will do it through a Crown agency. This is the leanest way to do it, and we will make sure that there are programs for small business, for municipalities, for individuals, for Indigenous communities, and for rural communities through our energy efficiency.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Second supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, it's interesting that when the government calls it the jobs plan, the answer never included a word about jobs, though they were directly asked. On page 96 of the budget plan, it estimates that a couple with 2 children in 2017 will receive will cost them $338 if you believe the government, and they'll get a rebate of $360. To the Finance Minister, how can $22 possibly cover the additional cost of food, property tax, shelter, clothing, consumer goods, and all the other costs that will pile up on Alberta families as a direct result of your regressive carbon tax?
Minister of the Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, of course, all of this talk of indirect costs is based on some faulty math coming from the official opposition, in which we took a 3-year-old study that is Canada-wide, that does not have any appreciation for the investments that Alberta will be making, does not have any appreciation for even the current PC climate policies or historical, and then projects that outwards. That is faulty reasoning. It was certainly faulty math on behalf of the official opposition, Mr. Speaker. And the fact of the matter is that we know that investments in energy efficiency are very quick ways to make sure we are putting construction workers back to work.
Thank you.